Dr. Manning has a powerful word in his mouth for all people. Tell your family and friends to listen to the Manning Report daily.
You know, I was praying about this, and my prayers have not been completely resolved. But think about something for just a moment. I want to ask you to help me. I want to ask you, I know there's still a lot of people, still love Pastor Manning. I know that. They call me Brother Manning. I know that. And even though I'm not on the Trump train, they know me. They know I took down Al Sharpton. They know that I'm the only man that's ever taken him down. He's trying to ease back up again, but I took him down. They know that. They know I held the trial against Obama. They know that. They know that I'm not a phony. They know that. They know that. But they want me to be for Trump. I'm not for Trump, and I ain't gonna never be for him. Man. He's a lying degenerate. He's a pathological maniac. I ain't gonna be for Trump. But here, let me say this. I need your help. Let me share this with you. The Tribulation Trump won Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan with a sum total somewhere between 75,000 to 80,000 votes that gave him those three electoral college states to be able to win the elections. And it was between those three states that the margins were so thin, only 75,000 votes, where he lost the popular vote by over 3 million votes nationwide. But he won by those three states, threading the needle with those three states, of 75,000 people out of Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan combined. So the thing is this. I'm sitting here in Harlem, right? And I've been under attack. I've been attacked for 8 years, 10 years by the, African American black people, who I love, and I'm going to help. I'm going to help them, and once they realize that Jesus has sent help from the sanctuary, they're going to realize it, and we're going to do that. I'm going to help Japheth people, anybody who's willing to be righteous, including Jewish people. But I was attacked by them viciously. Now I'm being attacked by the LGBTQ crowd. They attack me because they know that I am effective. But what I want to say is this: just sitting right here at my desk in Harlem, I can influence 100,000 people not to vote for Trump. I can. Now, I know that the numbers on Facebook or wherever you find me, you may not think that would give me the opportunity to reach that many people. I reach that many people every day. Don't pay no attention to those numbers. Everybody knows who I am. Everybody knows who I am. And there was a vicious article done about us not long ago, and in that article they printed up everything I've said of recently, where you may see on Facebook I only got 40 views. There are people that are on my Twitter feed, Facebook feed by the tens of thousands. They don't register, but they check it out in a disguised way. I could influence 100,000 people not to vote for Trump. I'm sitting right here in Harlem. And I know the deal. I know the power of the work that I do. And the thing that makes me even more powerful than 10 years ago is that I've been through the storm with Obama. I cut my teeth on Obama. I demonstrated loyalty. I demonstrated that God was with me when they were threatening to kill me, threatening to burn down this church during the Obama years. It demonstrated that God is with me. So I understand, and everybody else understands, that I have a right to speak about, and people who hear me, would to God that I would sit down and talk to Trump. I'd go and visit with him, or he'd come visit with me, and I sit down and I get off his case. I've already sat down with him, and I'm going to stay on his case. But I just want to say that I just want to say that in the event you're looking and saying, you once supported Trump as well, but he's just gone too far. He's defying court orders. He's defying the Constitution. And this doesn't work for anybody. It doesn't work for anybody. While he's sucking up to tyrants like Kim Jong-un and Duterte and Xi Jinping, he's having this doesn't work for anybody. This is not good for this, and all this business about God sent him is just it may have sounded good some time ago, but God ain't sent nobody that lies as much. Anybody who would send a liar like Trump would have to be the devil himself. God hate liars, and he hate lies. You can be an adulterer like David, and God can use you. But a liar, God doesn't use. God would never send a lie. And all Trump does is lies. He was asked the other day about Jeffrey Epstein. He said, I hardly know the guy. I don't know who is it. Jeffrey Epstein, who? Yeah, he's been on his plane. He's been to his house. They've been to parties together. I don't know if they've had sex with girls together. But he just said, I don't know him. God don't send nobody that lie like. God may send an adulterer. That's true. He may send a murderer like Moses. But he's never sent a liar. He's never sent a liar. And all Trump does is lie. You white people, wake up. Wake up. And besides, you're not being helping. You're not being helped. So, you may decide you want to help me again. You may decide you want to do that. You may decide I'm a man of honor and integrity. I don't blow with the wind. I serve the Lord. I don't serve whoever's in political power that happens to fit my particular fancy. I'm the Lord's servant. I've demonstrated that. If there's one thing that when I go to bed at night and I rise in the morning that I'm thankful for God, that I'm a man that stands. I don't blow with the wind. I don't twist in the wind. I don't get caught behind every fable and every other newfangled doctrine. I'm a stomp down man. I stand. I don't compromise. I stand. And when I look at myself in the mirror, I'm shaving, and the man in the mirror, here's a man that you can't buy, you can't threaten, you can't kill, you can't defeat. Ask people who tried to defeat me how God slapped the taste out of their mouths. I mean, they not even know that God hates them. They try to defeat me everywhere, every time, every corner, every hole they crawl out of. God slapped and really, God demonstrates He hates them for even ever attacking me. I'm the Lord's servant. I'm the Lord's servant. I'm the Lord. I'll never beg bread and I'll never be defeated. So I was thinking that maybe some of y'all might want to help me. You might want to help me. The sodomites, the LGBT crowd. I gave this example on this past Saturday about me stepping up in the pulpit with a pair of pantyhose on, a bunch of a set of red stiletto high heel shoes, and a tight skirt above the knee, and a blouse on. Me, James David Manning, right? Imagine that, me standing with a blouse and a tight skirt and pantyhose and red stiletto, stand up in the pulpit preaching. Me! Everybody knows I'm a man, but I got on these, I'm cross-dressing, right? I'm transgendering, right? Imagine that. That would be ugly, just to be the ugliest thing you've ever seen. Except to the devil, who loves it. He'd love it. But there are a lot of churches that go along with that. And I've been telling people that this is almost, and I got a word I'm going to drop on the LGBT crowd, not now, but I've dropped this one. When you say that you are a woman trapped in a man's body, you're saying that God made a mistake. When you say you're a woman trapped in a man's body, you're saying that God made a mistake. And you're saying that God is not perfect. And you're saying that God sinned. It's what you're saying when you do that. You cannot call God imperfect. You cannot say God made a mistake. If God made you a man, that's what you are. He didn't make a mistake. Now you can try to change what God did, but don't lie on God. And when people get up and say, well, you can love who you want and love it, God loves everybody. God does not love people who lie on him. And that's a lie. LGBT, it ought to be lying group. L ought to stand for liar, 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 pants on fire, queer. That's what it all stands for. But here, at any rate, so you might decide you want to help me. You might decide you want to do that. If so, I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm the Lord's servant. I done been through the storm. But I'll sit down and talk with you. And we can do things together, because, the poor white folk and the poor black folk are both being hoodwinked. Obama bamboozled the poor black folk, and Tribulation Trump has hoodwinked the poor white folk. And now the black folk are getting ready to go down that same road again with Kamala Harris and Pete Buttigieg. It is a sin and a shame before God. And it's the churches that are supporting that. This is a bit of a news blog we do, looking at spiritual wickedness in high places for the most part, making some observations about it and giving people a biblical foundation to the way of interpreting, rather than have Sean Hannity or Laura Ingraham or Janine Pirro or Anderson Cooper or Rachel Maddow or Don Lemon, Rush Limbaugh interpret what's going on in the world. You come to me and I'll tell you based on what the Word of God says. They'll just give you their worldly, sinful view. But the Manning Report will tell you what God has said, whether to say yea or nay, whether to go or to stay. You'll be led by the word of Almighty God. Come to the Manning Report on a daily basis to interpret the spiritual wickedness in high places, because there's plenty of it that's going on. And so I'm the Lord's servant, James David Righteous Rebel Manning, and I'm here to serve you with news and information.